Meeting for October 27th will come to order, please. Roll call.
Commissioner Abraham,
Present.
Commissioner Galt,
Present.
Commissioner Rhodes,
Here.
Commissioner Wilson, Mayor Kaler.
Present. Commissioner Abraham will do our invocation tonight, and our Pledge of Allegiance tonight will be led by Rachel Skabinski, and she's a Clark Elementary fifth grader. We're happy to have Rachel here, so as soon as we finish with the invocation, Rachel, you can come up.
Let's do the Lord's Prayer together. I think that's appropriate.
And, you know, I haven't really said anything this month about breast cancer awareness, so let's all think of everyone out there that's fought that disease
Okay?
this month.
All right. Our Father, which
Lord
art in heaven,
hallowed
hallowed be thy name.
Thy
Kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Are there any additions or deletions? City Manager?
Commissioner Galt has an addition, I believe, in the
Okay.
end. Is that correct?
Yes,
Thank
I do.
Commissioner Abraham, if you'll read the minutes, please.
I move that the reading of the minutes for October 20th, 2015 City Commission meeting be waived, and that the minutes of said meetings prepared by the city clerk be approved as written.
Second.
Everyone's had a chance to look at the minutes.
Yes.
City Clerk?
Commissioner Abraham,
Aye.
Commissioner Galt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rhodes,
Aye.
Mayor Kaler.
Aye. Under motions, Commissioner Galt, please.
I move that the following documents be received and filed. Certificates of liability insurance for Charles Smith, deed of conveyance with Robert and Karen Smith for 3311 Olivet Church Road, contracts and agreements, contract for services with Paducah Tillman High School, Tornado League Football, memorandum of agreement with Paducah and Louisville Railway, Inc. for improvement to an existing at-grade railway crossing, contract with Peel and Holland Financial Group for strategic health risk advisor and strategic benefit placement services, addendum to the broker agreement between Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield and Greg Carlton, Peel and Holland, administrative services and stop-loss insurance with Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, Anthem Health Insurance Benefit Rates Agreement for 2016. Commissioner Carol Galt's letter of abstention for the Riverfront Redevelopment Project Phase 1B vote, City of Paducah Police and Firefighters Pension Fund, valuation as of July 1st, 2015, Statement of Governmental Accounting Standards Numbers 67 and 68, Actuarial Report, Review of Actuarial Valuation, City of Paducah Appointive Employees Pension Fund Statement of Governmental Accounting Standards Number 67 and 68, Actuarial Report, Paducah Water Works Financial Statements for years ended September 30th, 2015.
Second.
City Clerk?
Commissioner Abraham,
Aye.
Commissioner Galt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rhodes,
Aye.
Mayor Kaler.
Aye. Under municipal orders, Commissioner Rhodes, please.
Upon the recommendation of the city manager, the Board of Commissioners of the City of Paducah order that the personal changes on the attached list be approved.
Second.
Good evening, Mayor, Madam Clerk. Any questions?
No.
No. Thank you, Steve. City Clerk?
Commissioner Abraham,
Aye.
Commissioner Galt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rhodes,
Aye.
Mayor Kaler.
Aye. Commissioner Abraham, please.
I move that a municipal order entitled a municipal order authorizing the application for a 2016 Kentucky litter abatement grant through the Kentucky Division of Waste Management for the Engineering Public Works Department Street Litter Abatement Program be adopted.
Second.
Any questions? City Clerk?
Commissioner Abraham,
Aye.
Commissioner Galt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rhodes,
Aye.
Mayor Kayler.
Aye. Commissioner Galt, please.
I move that a municipal order entitled, "A Municipal Order Establishing Policy for Use of Spending Credits Towards the Purchase of Certain Benefits Such as Health, Dental, or Vision Pursuant to the City's Group Health Insurance Plan" be adopted.
Second.
This is the last piece of the health insurance. We ran through all the other items at a previous meeting. This is the amount of money we're asking you to authorize that we will give per qualified employee that participates in our plan. That amount for next year will be $8,724. It's the exact same amount for the last 3 years, combined with no policy increases. We're glad we're able to do that for the employees.
And I am still bummed out that I lost that verification. I did that one walk. I did 4 walks, but I can't prove.
We've done all we can do for you on that matter. Yeah, if you do, our employees get a $125 wellness credit for participating in things like 5Ks and those sorts of activities. That's the wellness things are also authorized by the municipal order as well.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you, Mayor.
City Clerk?
Commissioner Abraham,
Aye.
Commissioner Galt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rhodes,
Aye.
Mayor Kayler.
Aye. Commissioner Rhodes, please.
I move that a municipal order entitled, "A Municipal Order Approving and Authorizing the Mayor to Execute the Statement of Compliance with the National Bridge Inspection Standards, Bridge Posting Requirements for Paducah, Kentucky, certifying bridges within the city limits of Paducah are posted with safe load capacities of 40 tons or less," be adopted.
Second.
City Clerk?
Commissioner Abraham,
Aye.
Commissioner Galt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rhodes,
Aye.
Mayor Kayler.
Aye. Ordinances adoption. Commissioner Abraham, please.
I move that the Board of Commissioners adopt an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance Accepting the Bid for Sale to the City of 2016 Jeep Patriots 4x4 and authorizing the mayor to execute a contract for same." This ordinance is summarized as follows. The City of Paducah accepts the bid of Linwood Motors in the amount of $79,660 for sale to the City of 2016 Jeep Patriots 4x4 for use by the Parks Department, Engineering Public Works Department, and Solid Waste Division of EPW, and authorizes the mayor to execute a contract for same.
Second.
City Clerk?
Commissioner Abraham,
Aye.
Commissioner Galt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rhodes,
Aye.
Mayor Kayler.
Aye. Commissioner Galt, please.
I move that the Board of Commissioners adopt an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance Accepting the Bid for Sale to the City of 1 ATC Quest 2016 Trench Trailer and authorizing the mayor to execute a contract for same." This ordinance is summarized as follows. The City of Paducah accepts the bid of Midway Trailer, Inc. in the amount of $43,900 for sale to the City of 1 ATC Quest 2016 Trench Trailer for use by the Fire Department and authorizes the mayor to execute a contract for same.
Second.
City Clerk?
Commissioner Abraham,
Aye.
Commissioner Galt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rhodes,
Aye.
Mayor Kayler.
Aye. Commissioner Rhodes, please.
I move that the Board of Commissioners adopt an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance Accepting the Bid for Sale to the City of 1 2016 Ram SSV 4x4 Crew Cab Half-Ton Pickup Truck and authorizing the mayor to execute a contract for same." This ordinance is summarized as follows. The City of Paducah accepts the bid of Linwood Motors in the amount of $36,513 for the sale to the City of 1 2016 Ram SSV 4x4 Crew Cab Half-Ton Pickup Truck for use by the Fire Department and authorizes the mayor to execute a contract for same.
Second.
City Clerk?
Commissioner Abraham,
Aye.
Commissioner Galt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rhodes,
Aye.
Mayor Kayler.
Aye. Commissioner Galt, please.
Should be Commissioner.
I guess she's skipping you.
Abraham, Commissioner Abraham.
I move that the Board of Commissioners adopt an ordinance entitled, an ordinance accepting the bid for sale to the City of 2016 4x4 half-ton pickup trucks and authorizes the mayor to execute a contract for same. This ordinance is summarized as follows. The City of Paducah accepts the bid of Paducah Ford in the amount of $53,667.90 for sale to the City of two 2016 4x4 half-ton pickup trucks for use by the Engineering Public Works Department and authorizes the mayor to execute a contract for same.
Second.
City Clerk.
Commissioner Abraham,
Aye.
Commissioner Galt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rhodes,
Aye.
Mayor Kayler.
Aye. Now Commissioner Galt, please.
I move that the Board of Commissioners adopt an ordinance entitled, an ordinance of the City of Paducah, Kentucky approving an engagement letter for additional consulting services with Plant Moran and authorizing the mayor to execute said engagement letter. This ordinance is summarized as follows, that the City of Paducah hereby approves engagement letter with Plant Moran for additional consulting services in the amount not to exceed $18,400 to assist city staff in conducting contract negotiations, developing a statement of work, and assisting in the preparation of all contract-related documents for the enterprise resource planning software, and authorizes the mayor to execute an engagement letter for same.
Second.
City Clerk.
Commissioner Abraham,
Aye.
Commissioner Galt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rhodes,
Aye.
Mayor Kayler.
Aye. So we have an ordinance, an introduction of an ordinance, so we will not vote on that tonight. Commissioner Galt, I think you have that.
I do. I move that the Board of Commissioners introduce an ordinance entitled, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute a professional services agreement with Markham Engineering LLC for design services related to the Dome relocation project. This ordinance is summarized as follows, that the City of Paducah hereby approves an agreement between the city and Markham Engineering LLC in an amount not to exceed $65,500 for professional engineering design services related to the Dome relocation project. Further, the mayor is authorized to execute said agreement.
Second.
Any discussion?
Rick will offer a
Okay.
brief explanation.
Mayor Commission, as you're aware, we had a groundbreaking last week for the hotel, but we need to relocate the dome, and this contract or this professional engineering services is to take care of all of the consulting engineering work that will take place at the new site, where we've purchased property from the P&L Railway for that. So they're anxiously awaiting if we're going to make the April quilt show coming up. So.
And it also includes the decommissioning of the electrical units from the
The
previous.
work, yeah, as a city manager is expressing, they've already done several man-hours of work to properly disassemble and store the equipment as part of the dismantling and the storage for the HVAC and the electrical equipment. Those components will be used at the new site, but if they were not properly taken down and stored, we couldn't guarantee their use coming to the new site. So we will be reusing all those components at the new site.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. City Manager's report.
Briefly, we have an executive session for economic development, and also Rick's back to his chair, but the repaired dock will be arriving in Paducah tomorrow morning. And want to just comment on that, Rick, since the big bass tournament is this weekend?
Well,
I've heard some really good comments on the striping. Good
Thank you.
job.
Well, we do listen to our constituents when they come up with an idea, and we say, that wouldn't be a bad idea, so we executed them as well. I found out that there's not a lot of, difference between bass fishermen and quilters or barbecue enthusiasts, because when you announce you're going to have a bass tournament on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, they show up the weekend before. It just so happens that they are eagerly using the site, and our unbeknownst to us, accident on the river, whereas a barge basically crushed our dock like a Coke can. Has been feverishly worked on by Nesbitt Docks, and they will be delivering that dock to our site tomorrow. At Public Works, we're going to put the dollies on it and then turn it over and put the deck back on it, and we're going to be launching it back in the water on Thursday, the opening day of the tournament. However, their practice rounds and whatever they've done in between, they've done without it. But hats off to Nesbitt Docks for getting it out of the water, getting it repaired, and us being able to get it back for this tournament. Who would know that we would have this event come up in 30 days prior to the event? We have an unexpected problem come our way, but we'll have it back in the water come Thursday.
Good job.
At no expense to the city, I will say.
Credit to all parties involved.
Other than stress.
Stress, yeah. Well, I don't know what price you put on that, but it's there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any comments from the commissioners tonight? Okay, Halloween is coming up this weekend, so I want everyone to be safe when they're out there. And everyone watch out for the little trick-or-treaters crossing streets, and just be very careful and have a good time. We do have someone here with public comments. Mike Reed. Mike, if you want to come on up.
Hello, I'm Mike
Hi.
Reed. I live in town at 1723 Monroe Street. I'm a little nervous, pardon me.
Don't be nervous.
I've spoken to some of you folks already about this, and the response hasn't been satisfactory, so I thought I'd just come and let it all hang out, I guess. For more than a decade, I have endured threats, assaults, to my family, my person, and my property. And I've spoken to you guys about it, and apparently it's not important enough for you to give attention to. Among these offenses, there's been a long string of break-ins to my house, both when I lived in the county and now that I live in town. And I think these must be facilitated by cyber attacks to disable my closed-circuit TV and DVR system and my ADS alarm. And back in the spring, there was a series of false alarms, and I'd get a call from the police dispatcher, and she would say, your alarm's going off, do you want to send the police out? And I said, well, that's their job, I figure, so go ahead. This happened several times, and then I get this citation in the mail saying that I owe a fine for all these false alarms. Of course, I was not notified ahead of time that this would be going on, but that there was a penalty to pay. But anyway, and I have avoided paying that fine because I reason if they can disable the alarm and come in, then probably they can activate it, cause a false alarm too. And I argued this to Chief Barnhill back in the spring at a city commission meeting, and I thought we were going to get together and discuss this thing, but that hasn't happened. And so I've just kind of endured things, and there have been other break-ins since that time. Most recently, last week, someone apparently came in there and messed around. I'm not certain of all the motivations behind why people are doing this, but I think it must be related to Attorney General Conway's cybercrime thing, Governor Beshear's, Governor Beshear and Attorney General Conway's cybercrime thing. I think someone must have accused me of having child porn on my computer, and they've come in and more than a decade ago, when I was living in the county, they broke in and apparently went through the computer and trashed it, and I was unable to use it after that, and subsequently lost a job partially because of that. Anyway, I could go on for a while and tell you things I've been through, but I feel this has gone on long enough. It's time to settle this matter. If there are accusations against me, I want to face my accusers, and I want to get the truth out. I want to get to the bottom of this and settle this. My neighborhood is in turmoil on account of this. My neighbors think that since this kind of thing is going on, I'm sure they must think, I haven't really talked to them. The lady across the street from me went through a similar thing, and she was rattled so badly she couldn't work. She lost her job. She couldn't pay her mortgage. She lost her house. It's sitting vacant. So we need to get this thing settled.
Mike, what?
I'd like to invite the FBI to come in and investigate, since local government doesn't seem to be able to take this seriously.
Mike, what if we set up a time for Chief Barnhill to talk with you?
That would be good, and I'd also like to invite other people who have encountered similar things locally here to contact me. Perhaps we can set up a citizens review board. Gosh, that's a big sounding word, but a group to kind of commiserate and help each other out.
Okay. I will ask Chief Barnhill to reach out to you. We have your phone number here, so I can...
Yes, I'm Mike Reed, 1723 Monroe Street. I've lived here since the 50s. I'm pretty well known, so...
All right, well, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Okay, we do have an executive session tonight. Who has that?
I do. Hang on. I've got it.
Thank you.
I move the board go into closed session for discussion of matters pertaining to the following topics. Specific proposal by a business entity where public discussion of subject matter would jeopardize the location, retention, expansion, or upgrading of a business entity as permitted by KRS 61-8101G.
Second.
City Clerk?
Commissioner Abraham,
Aye.
Commissioner Galt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rhodes,
Aye.
Mayor Kaler.
Aye. And we will not be coming back, so meeting's adjourned. Thank you.